We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and a change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You look at this Eagle defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forcing incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Check match, check match. Ready, go. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. They run the option on 2nd down. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Give them 32 on the play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in the sense it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there, with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now back to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Next to score, Eagles 21, Commanders 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
In it to win it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taking it. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Daron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
A gain of 27 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 55 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jordan Davis never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
18, Pioneer! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. In trouble, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
That's good for Washington. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Go.
Robinson up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll drop to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Hey, check that. Street.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Hustle.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Washington Commanders, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now. '60 Maverick.
They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Leo Chanel. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Eagles stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Elliott good with a PAT, and it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for down the numbers. There he goes. Still going. And finally brought down at the 38. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nolan Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Davis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
On the ready. Liking 18. Buffalo 18. Ready,
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he loses the football a second time.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.